Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another live. Um, so just like the thumbnail and the title, we will be drafting and cutting a nut collar jacket, and this particular jacket length is on the waist point. So you can make yours longer. It just depends on what you want to do right after the tutorial. Uh, Careful so that it doesn't disconnect. So welcome to yet another live video. This is Oma Ideal Luxury, also known as So with Oma here on YouTube, and this is what I do. I share drafting and cutting tutorials of styles, technical styles, beautiful styles here and there. Okay, and also if you'd like to be part of this live video, kindly subscribe to the channel so that and turn on your notification bell. That is very important, so that whenever we are live and we have something very important to share, you can be part of it. Okay, so do well to subscribe. And yeah, for this tutorial, let's quickly dive into what we're here for. So for this tutorial, you'll be needing these measurements: your shoulder, which is very important. You'll be needing your shoulder measurements. You also be needing your waist point. That's from your shoulder to the waist point. You'll be needing that. You'd also need your bust point, your under bust point. So we're going to have a princess cut. So we'll be needing that. Okay. Um, would also be needing for this measurement your round bust, that is your bust circumference. Would also be needing your waist circumference. You also be needing your sleeve, of course, but for this tutorial I will not be drafting the sleeve because I'm sure you all will know how to draft a long sleeve. You know how to cut a long sleeve, right? We'll just focus on the knot collar. Okay, so thank you for joining. Please like this video so more people can join, and do well to subscribe so that you always be getting notification. Turn on your notification bell so you can always get notification whenever we come live and we share sewing, cutting, drafting tutorials like this, generally tutorials. All right, so let's dive into the tutorial proper. All right, so this is, let me move it well. So this is our sketching of pattern drafting paper, and yeah, as always, I'll be starting with my baseline, which I take about 1 inch for my baseline. 1 inch for my baseline. 1 inch. Okay, so this is, let me say, this is my baseline. This is my baseline. So from this baseline now, I'm going to come down. From this baseline, I'm going to come down by 5 or 6 inches. I'm going to come down here by 5 or 6 inches. You will see why we did that. Okay, and then on this side, from this point now, which is the center front, this serve as the center front, we're going to go in by 6 inches, or okay, let me say we're going to go in by 4 inches because the lapel that we have there is not so wide. It's not so wide. So go in by 4 inches. Okay, so we'll do 4 inches here all the way down. I hope you can see what I'm doing. So now, using my straight ruler, I'm going to connect. So this new line now will serve as the baseline. This new line will serve as the baseline. This new line will serve as the baseline. This is my baseline for the upside. So now, from this baseline, I'm going to go down by 5 inches. I said we'll go down by 5 inches. So this knot collar is collared together. It's a collar together all the way from the front to the back. So this is why we're coming down by 5 inches. Okay, so this is my baseline. Please, baseline. This is where the baseline starts from. So from this point now, this would be the collar for the back. I don't know if I'm being understood. This is the collar for the back. Now we'll start taking our front measurement from here. See, if you just follow this illustration and you will get what I'm talking about. Now this is for our lapel rather. This is for our lapel. This is for the lapel. This is for the back collar. This is for the back collar, and this place is the starting line for the front. So let's go. Now from this point, I'm going to, I wish I have like a colored marker. It would have been more descriptive. So the shoulder for my client that I'm making it of is 8 inches. 8 inches. And when making a jacket, usually for comfort, it is important that you add 1 inch. When making a jacket for comfort, it's important you add 1 inch. Except you want those very fitted. Because jackets, you know, you don't need it to be how would I put it? You don't need the shoulder to be restricted or your shoulder to be restricted. You need that comfort. So add 1 inch to it. So I'm going to bring down my 8 inches, which is my shoulder. My shoulder is 16. So divided by 2 is 8. That's how I got that 8. Then I added 1 inch for ease. So, but I'm just going to bring down the shoulder measurement down here. And this will be my chest line. This will be my chest line. Okay. So this is my chest line. Now, for my shoulder, I'm still going to get my bust point. The bust point is 10. The under bust is 13. And the waist point, remember this jacket is on the waist point. The waist point for this person is 8. But I'm also going to add 2 inches extra for hemming allowance. Okay, so I'll connect like so. Connect like this. Connect like this. Okay, just connecting everything together. Okay, so this is my bust point, my under bust, my waist, and then my waist point, and then this is for the hem. This is for the hemming allowance. Okay, let me bring it closer. I hope you can see it. Okay, so now from this point I'm going to get my neck width. The neck width is 3 inches. The neck width is 3 inches, both front and back. 3 inches. Your width for the front and back, the measurement has to be the same thing. And then I'm going to come down by 3 inches as well. Using my curved ruler, I'm going to connect this way. Going to connect this way. So this is my neckline. Then for my shoulder slope, I'm going to come down by 1 inch here and connect this way for my shoulder slope. On this my chest line, I'm going to go in 9 inches. The reason why it is 9 inches, like I said earlier, I said the shoulder for this person is 8, then 1 inch as is. I'm going to bring the same thing down on the chest line so that I can connect. And now I'm going to create my armhole. We all know that to get the armhole, you get the midpoint of this place and then go in by ½ inch, and then using your curved ruler you connect. Okay, so I'm just going to connect like that, assuming that I've done that. Okay, so yeah, so I've gotten my armhole. All right, I've gotten my armhole. So the next thing that I want to do is the bust circumference for this client is 40. So 40 divided by 10, right? 40 divided by 10 is sorry, 40 divided by 4, I'm sorry, is 10. So 40 divided by 40 divided by 4, I beg, not 40 divided by 10. We usually divide our body by 4. So 40 divided by 4 is 10. So I'm going to put that there. And because this jacket has a sleeve, I'm going to also put 1 inch here for ease allowance. This is very important. See, when you're making a jacket, it's different from when you're making your regular outfit or your regular dress. You have to ensure that there is ease there, so that, because sometimes after making a jacket, after maybe the person buttons it, the person is unable to raise their shoulder up, and it's not good because this place is tight, and then the armhole too, this side is also tight. We don't want that to happen. So now I'm not going to do anything here, honestly. I'm just going to come down to the waist and get the waist circumference. So I'm going to come down at the length side to get the waist circumference, and the waist circumference for this person is 34, and 34 divided by 4, that's about hey, mathematics, let me quickly do it. 17 by 2 is what? Okay, that's about, can anybody hear me? I want to be, can anybody hear me? I want to be sure that you can hear me so I can go on, or I'll have to restart the live. Okay, so sorry, that was my network, and now we've lost some people. Hi, Kami, hi, welcome. Okay, so we're back. My network, I had network issue, but I'm back. All right, so like I said, from this point now, the waist circumference divided by 4, I'm going to indicate that. Now we need the nipple to nipple, because we want to do a princess dart, or armpit dart, as the case may be. So from the bust, the nipple to nipple of my customer is 8 inches. So 8 inches divided by 2, you divide your nipple to nipple by 2. 8 inches divided by 2 is 4 inches. So I'm going to indicate that, take that all the way down to the length and connect, okay? And connect like so. So I've connected, and on this point now, I want to get the armpit dart. So I'm going to, from here to this, from this shoulder slope to the chest line, I'm going to get the midpoints, right? And then now I'm going to take my tape rule, round the armhole, and get my midpoint. I have 4.5 here, and this point I have 3.5. Okay, so indicate this. Now the next thing I want to do is to connect. So for some people, since it's a jacket, if you want to have a bustier, you just connect like this, right? You just connect like this. If you're doing a bustier, you just connect like this. Okay, you connect like this, and this place now, you bring it in, this 3.5, you bring it in here, and then just find a way to get it across to the bust point, like so. Let's start this way. So just find a way to get it across to the bust point, like so. Okay, then you extend this one by 1 inch out, just connect it like this, and you have your new armhole curve here. I hope you can see what I'm doing. All right, so here we have our princess cut. If you want to do a bustier, you now come to the under bust and then get it. But honestly, most times for jackets, especially jackets that are not closed, open jackets, you really don't need a bustier, because sometimes if it's open, the bustier, the whatever will be extending towards this other side because it's not firm, it's not closed. Okay, so you just do this. This is fine. If at all you want to do anything, maybe you just go on the under bust by half and connect like this from the bust point by half. Connect like this and continue like that. Okay, just take half if at all. You don't want this place to be too. You don't want this place to be too curvy. Let me put it that way. You don't want it to be too curvy. So this is absolutely perfect. You replace your half inch here and then just connect up like this. Okay, you have to replace your dart. Replace your half inch dart and then just connect up. So this is this for this. Now we're moving on to the cocoa, like the main thing, which is our notched collar and our lapel. So for the lapel, it just depends on you and how wide you want your lapel to be. On this part, from the center front, which is the baseline, you can come out by 2 inches. So you notice that the lapel is big here, and then as it's going down, it gets smaller. So you can go 2 inches, 1.5. It just depends on your preference. Okay, then on this part you can come out by 3 inches or 3.5. Okay, so it just depends on your preference. And here we have it. We have this connected like this. We have this connected like this, connected back to this. Okay, so this is what will, when we cut it, you will see what I'm talking about. Okay, so on this part you just connect this one like this. We already have our lapel. So this is the lapel without the collar yet. This is only lapel without collar. Now we want to get our collar. We want to get our collar. So what you will do, let's just assume that this is, we want to use the same neck as our front and back neck because I don't want to waste paper. Okay, so this is the front neck depth, which is 3 inches. So let me say I'm using the same thing as the back neck depth. I'm going to use 1.5. Okay, back neck usually from 1 inch to 1.5. So I'm just saying, okay, let me use a dot. Let me use a dot. So this is the back neck. The width for the front and back is usually the same. The difference is the depth. Okay, so now on this place I'm going to get what I have here, and I can see that. So you do it this way. Let me turn it to the other side so we all can see what we have. So you do it this way, and I think I have about 3.5 inches here. 3.5 inches after I've gotten curved it. Okay, so let me say 4 inches. So I'm going to have a slant like this. I'm going to have a slant like this. My ruler is not so long. Just from this place going by less than half, just something like this, so that they can be a slant. So less than half or half, as the case may be. So I just want to have a slant. So I'm going to have a slant this way. Okay, I'm going to have a slant this way. So this is an indication of, oh sorry, so I'm going to have a slant this way like this. So this is an indication. See, just by looking at it, you already see how the flap is already looking very obvious. So from here we're going to get our back collar. What connects to this place, we're going to get it now. And we got 4 inches, right? So we'll mark it there, 4 inches. 4 inches. And for me, I want my, what is it called, my back width to be around 4 inches or 3 inches. Let me see, sorry, let me quickly check it to see how many inches we have there. Please like the video. Hi everybody. Hold on, let me quickly check it again to confirm how many inches we would use. Okay, so I would use like 4 inches, about 4 inches. So we're actually taking it in this way, please, this way, not this way. So we're taking our 4 inches this way. So I'll mark it 4 or 3. 3. I'll do 3 inches. Good. So I'm connecting my 3 inches like this. All right. And then I'm going to join it this way. Hey, I hope I'm right. Please, let me look at the picture again. I think I'm wrong. Okay. Sorry, I'm going to connect it this way. I think I'm wrong. So I'll come out by 2 inches here. Connect this way, this way. Yep, perfect. Not out here. So come out by 2 inches and connect this way. So here, this is from this side now is where you would usually have your knot collar. So you just come out like this and then create a dart. Create a dart here. Okay. And connect. So this is your notch collar. From this point now, I came up by half of an inch from this neckline. You know this neckline, I used 3 inches depth. Then I came up by half of an inch and connected this way. From this place now, connected this way. Now on this part from here, I went in by half of an inch. I went in by half of an inch and then just made an opening here. By the time I cut it, you get to see. So this place now is for the back collar. This is for the back collar, and this back collar extends to the front. This is the front lapel, and this is the shoulder. So this is out of it. Okay, so let's quickly cut out and see what we have. So when you want to cut on your fabric, you put your allowance, whether 2 inches, 3 inches, and so on and so forth. Okay. Now on this part, right, please don't make it too sharp so that fixing will be easy. Just find a way to curve it in like this. Don't make it too sharp so that fixing will be easy. So find a way to curve it in the way I did and then cut out. So you stop here. See, stop there. That's the notch. And take it this way again. Continue like that. Sorry for the mess. Okay, so now I haven't cut this because I just want to connect this one so you get to see what I did. So this goes to the back. Let me. So this part now goes to the back like this. So So this part goes to the back. I don't know if you can see what I just did now. So this, this is singly cut. When you place it on your fabric, you cut and fold. So this goes to the back and this stays this way. So this is your notch. This is your notch. On this part, you can curve it. You can choose to curve it. On this part too, you can choose to curve it or reduce it if you want to. So this is what we have. Remember, this is where we came out from. So it's going to stay this way, and this part goes in this way like this. So this part goes in this way like this. I don't know if you can see it. I don't know if you can see it clearly. So this is our notch collar. This is collared together and it's notched. And then this is our shoulder. Alright. This is for the back. This is our shoulder. This is what we have. Alright. And here you have it. Like I said, this part you can curve it. You can do whatever you want. You can reduce it if you wish to. You can reduce it. If you want to, you can reduce it. So here we have it. You can open the notch more further if you want it wider. If you want it smaller, you can leave it this way. So here we have it, our notch collar. This part is the place that goes to the back. All right. So thank you very much for joining the live tutorial. This side now, you just cut it off like this. So you just cut this. Yeah, so this is our center piece with the back collar, and this is our side pieces. Okay, so if you notice, you will see that it still has a curve, but it's not as curvy as when you're cutting a bustier for the side pieces. Okay, and then here you have it. Thank you very much for sticking around and for staying till this time. This is Oma Ideal Luxury. I had to face the fan the other side so that it does not disturb the sound, and I pray it did not actually disturb the sound. So thank you very much, Paola. I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing your name well. There's Hamel Smith, Isa, Aid, and many more. Thank you very, very much. I'm happy that you were able to join the live. And like I said, we always do this. Let me also know, I'll be saving this video for you to watch, at your free time or whenever you want to cut this style. So thank you very, very much. And do not forget to subscribe. Do not forget to turn on your notification bell so that whenever there is a video like this, a live like this, you will get notified on time and you can join from the very, very beginning. Okay. Yeah, this is Oma Ideal Luxury, and I'm also known as Sew with Oma here on YouTube, and basically that's it. Thank you, and let's see in our next live. Bye bye.